What's up, guys? Technotic here with another look at some of the figures we got this week. Today we're looking at the Masterverse, Master Universe, New Eternia, Anti-Eternia He-Man. All right, so out of the three in this line, or this wave, this one was very impressive when I saw him at San Diego Comic-Con. It was one of those moments of like, oh my God. And that, I got a few of those. I got, when I saw She-Ra, and the Mondo version, that was one. Then the 2000X Mondo version, that was another. Then Pythona, and then this. I mean, I think this was the first booth I went to, and I was just blown away. Now, the crazy thing about this character is that he was introduced in the Classics line. Like, he was basically introduced because there was an audiobook of another alternate universe of New Eternia. So, it was very unique that they made a character of him. And of course, they did another version of him during the Origins figures. Of course, I got him. But when Masterverse took over or decided to do this, I'm shocked. Like, oh no, also Mondo did I forgot, Mondo did a version also. And I really wanted the Anti-Eternia Battle Cat, but I never got him. So, yeah, well, maybe one day, I can find him, but not find him for cheap. We'll see. I don't know. We may get him, but I really like that. That cat looks cool. But anyway, back to this. So, when I saw this, I was ecstatic. I was like, this is one of my tops of the whole show, and I'm glad he came in early. And he's the reason why, instead of just like, I got my pre-order on Amazon, I'm going to wait. No, when they came up on Big Bad Toy Store, paid immediately, because I basically, what I do is I have another credit card that I have on there just in case, to hold the figure. If I really want it or not, I'll go ahead and go through. And this is one of them instantly, and then of course, not even a day or two later, I sent my pile loot. This is another reason why my pile loot is here, because of this guy. So anyway, let's look at the box art. Let's look at the artwork. Look at that. I mean, oh my God. That is superb. This is definitely the best artwork of all the characters. And look at this. Look at the Anti-Eternia Battle Cat. Oh, I really want the Mondo version. Oh, man. And then look at, this is Castle Grayskull from Anti-Eternia. Look at that, the face on that's scary, right? And of course, you got the helmet that shows that. Dude. And look at that head sculpt here. Oh my God, he's facing He-Man. So we need this He-Man. The way they did this He-Man, we need that He-Man. So hopefully we get another He-Man that looks like He-Man instead of that horrible Karen thing they did. And look at the portrait. Oh my God. So I have these three set up on my Amazon. I think they come out in December, I think, supposedly, because Amazon takes forever. And I think this one I'm gonna keep mint in box, because this is probably my favorite. Look at that. Look at that shield and that fire sword. Oh my God, this is just superb. Now, if the Mondo version of this looked like this, I probably would have grabbed it, but I didn't. But look at that. Look at that portrait. Look at that shield. It's huge and crazy. And then you got the portrait here. And then you got that. And you got that weird, different head sculpt. I mean, the different hair, And then look at all that. And of course, he comes with a bunch of accessories, so he's going to have different swords too. So he looks like he has 3 swords right there. Wow. All right, who's that? Anti-Eternia He-Man, the most evil man in the universe. Anti-Eternia He-Man seeks the remains of Castle Grayskull to become the most powerful man in the multiverse. Oh man, I cannot wait to get this guy out of the packaging oh man, yeah, definitely, so excited. All right, so let's get this guy out of the packaging and get a closer look at the New Eternia Master Universe, Multiverse, Anti-Eternia. All right, here is the New Eternia Anti-He-Man out of the packaging. Oh my God, like I have to say, this is probably one of the best figures of the year for me when it comes to Masterverse. And there's a lot of good ones. I mean, they've been doing really well with their figures. Like, to be honest, if this is how it came out in the beginning, I would have had all of them. And of course, they worked on them very much. So, and I know, like, it's funny because it's like, oh, this is now this figure. We got another one. We got another one, meaning like another line. You know what I mean? But this one is unique. Like, this is super cool. They really went, and the thing about it is that what they're doing, whoever the team that works on these really does the research and pulls the things that, you never think about or you never see out, and boom, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, the attention to detail is insane on these figures. And this one takes the cake. And like, I liked the figure that came out. I haven't got the retro one. I'm talking about the one before, the one that they re-released or whatever. And that one was really cool. And I don't know why they can't get He-Man looking good. Like, it's just his face sculpt is the only thing messing it up. So I'm hoping when we get a retro one or something, because I still don't have a He-Man in this line. I have He-Man in, Mondo. I have He-Man in retro. I mean, the Origins. I have in the classics. I even have an original He-Man too. But I don't have a Masterverse He-Man because I didn't like the head sculpts. Oh wait, well, I'm lying. I do have the the Thunder Punch and that's the only one I have, I think, right? Thunder Punch. Is that the only one I have? No, I don't even have Thunder Punch. I have God, Jesus, I don't even know what I have. No, I don't have Thunder Punch. I just have Flying Fist He-Man. That's the only one I have. I didn't get, I don't know why I haven't got Thunder Punch. I need to get Thunder Punch. But anyway, what I mean is the original He-Man I don't have. And because they've come out with different ones, and to me they look like crap. But this is what I'm talking about. This, to me, is not hard to do. Like, if you can make Anti-Eternia He-Man or Faker look badass, there's no reason why you can't make the other one badass. I'm just saying. So let's look at a closer look at this guy. And this guy, the beauty in him, the blacks, the reds, the maroon, the silvers, and even the white just looks so prominent on him. Like, just looks so freaking awesome. So let's get a closer look at this face sculpt. Look at that. Let's focus first real quick on the face. Look at the teeth, the eyes, the eyebrows. I mean, and then he's wearing this helmet that is basically Anti-Eternia, Grayskull, from my understanding. And that's basically the face that it has. And look at that helmet. Just for the fact that they decided to put this in there makes it freaking awesome. Like, I'm like blown away. Like, this looks so freaking awesome. Look at that. I mean, there's kind of like a horror, thing going on with this. Like, kind of like, you know what I mean? And it's, of course, it's not meant to be like that, but this can give you nightmares, if you look at that. Now let's go down to the chest harness. I mean, look at the reds just popping out. And underneath that, there's kind of like this fur thing going on that, which is really neat. Look at that. I mean, this is really cool. And of course, you can remove it if you want to, but I'm not going to. And then the blacks just pop out. I mean, look at that. It's just beautiful shine on him. And it's a gorgeous black. Like, this is just, I loved the classics version of Anti-Eternia. I could not help myself. I remember when it went on sale, and I got lucky to get him because it was one of those situations that when you went online to get those figures, the classics, it was a pain in the ass. And I remember I was so excited that I was able to grab him. And then eventually I grabbed another one. So I have one sealed and I have one open, and I'm going to keep it like that. And you'll look at him later, but I loved him. And I also did really like the Origins version, but this one might be my favorite. Look at that belt of that skull and all that. I mean, and then the loincloth just looks really nice. I like the little part on the front. It's a darker red with blacks in it. And then you got the arm braces. That's silver. I mean, this guy looks freaking awesome. His black legs with that shine, that just looks nice. Of course, his legs we've seen before, but still. And then the boots are in this dark maroon, but there's some elements of black in them. I mean, this guy is freaking awesome. Now, not only does he look awesome, I'm feeling a lot of his accessories. Now, the first one in the classics came with a bunch of stuff. Like I remember it came with Castle Grayskull Man's shield, and it came with a regular shield. It came with a bunch of swords and an axe, and it came with a lot of cool stuff. And I was like, damn. And this also comes with a lot of different stuff. So we're gonna first look at let's first look at the hairpiece that he has. So this is a basic hairpiece. It looks like the figure one. It looks like the regular one. And all you do is pop this off. And you got a bald looking, wow, he even has like a crack on his head. Like, wow. Look at that, bald He-Man. Bald NT, that looks cool. I mean, I don't know, like, he looks cool. Like, look at that. It's giving me kind of like a Terminator vibe or whatever, but look at that. That looks cool. Like, you can display him without that. Instead of, like in G.I. Joe Classified, there's like that part of the head that comes out. He's actually bald. I mean, so let's go and put this head on him, his headpiece, his toupee. Look at that. Look how freaking awesome that looks. All we need is a He-Man like this, and of course he doesn't have to have this mean face, and there you go. There you go. You solved your problem. Like, you just got to make the face look great, and then boom. But look at that. That looks super cool. Like, that honestly looks really great. And we're looking closer to the helmet. It just has that red part on the bottom. So, I mean, technically, they could have just had this go over the head, but they decided to do it this way. But, like, I'm torn. I don't know which way I want to display him with. I mean, that looks super cool. All right, so let's look at his other weapons or whatever else he comes with. He comes with 3 swords, which is very interesting. So I'm assuming this is supposed to be the power sword, I guess. Beautiful silver on that. I mean, look at that. That's just so gorgeous. It's beautiful. And I love like doing these videos because you can see all the details when you zoom up. So that's really cool. He also comes with the New Adventures He-Man sword, which is very interesting. It looks kind of like a lightsaber, huh? Looks really cool. I like that red finish on it. It does look like a lightsaber. And then he comes with the flame sword, which is basically what he normally had, or, you kind of, it's all new for me, but this looks really badass. Look at that. And then I think, honestly, probably the best accessory that he has, and I even think of any other figure has, is his shield. Because look at this. Look at this. This is, like I said, the Castle Grayskull of Anti-Castle Grayskull. Look at that. Look at that face. Look at the detail on this shield. You got some, skulls on this side, and then you got the emblem in the background, I guess the crest or whatever. And then you got that face, and it looks like a tongue coming out. This is freaking awesome. Like, I'm blown away. And I know that these figures usually cost like $22, but I got charged extra because of the tariffs or whatever, the nonsense that they're doing. And I'm okay with that. I think I paid $26 for this figure. But still, this is cool. This is worth it. And then you got it on the back. So basically, like, he has storage for all 3 swords, which is insane if you think about it. This one here, this one here, and this one. So technically, and then he also has storage for a sword here too. So yeah, this is really awesome. Let me get on my turntable and check them out so I get my final thoughts on this. All right, here are my final thoughts on the Anti-Eternia He-Man from Masterverse. All in all, pretty badass figure. This is probably one of my best Masterverse figures of all time. I'm really, really liking him. He looks super awesome. Just the head, just look at the headdress and that the Anti-Eternia Grayskull on the shield. looking so cool. And then also the shield is also pretty cool. You can put all the swords in. I mean, the only thing that I think that's missing, I think would be the cherry on the top, would have been an axe, because you know the other one did come with an axe, so that would have been pretty cool. But other than that, I mean, if you want to display him with the headdress or with the other hair, or even bald, he looks cool bald too. This is a pretty cool figure. One of the best of the year. He's definitely up there. I already know it. The only thing is, sadly, he is basically sold out everywhere. So right now, getting a hold of him might be kind of hard. I still have an Amazon. I do have one on Amazon, so pre-order. So that one is going to be a sealed one, because I just love him. He is freaking awesome. I mean, I'm hoping we get a He-Man kind of similar, hopefully in the line. But yeah, this is a badass figure. This is a really, really cool one. So let me know in the comments what you think, and until next time, we will see you. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you like, share, and subscribe.